Oh God! Why? You said you didn't. You said you didn't want to introduce, and here you are doing it like a pro, Gilly.
Everything we learned about YouTube, you can learn from iCarly.
It's your time to be. It's your time to be. There's no chance unless you take one. Anyways,
Oh, he's
I'm so
got a
tired.
movable
are we
mouth.
live? Are we good? Are we here?
Oh,
Are we
my
here?
God. Yeah,
We're here. We're all here. Hi, Trey.
Welcome to Sunset City. Welcome to Sunset City, the podcast for the modern and classic age. I think that's
The podcast.
Yeah, the Sonic podcast.
The Sonic podcast of all time. Got it.
It is the Sonic podcast of all time.
It really is at this point. There's a lot of other Sonic podcasts. I think they're all better than our show.
Introducing Nick, Game Apologist. Would you like to introduce yourself?
You just did, you bitch.
All right, fucking. And we have Suris.
Hi.
Introduce yourself.
Life is like a video game, and there's no save button, and I hate it. Go on. Next person.
All right, and the last but not least, Gilly the kid.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I'm Trey Nobles. It's good to be back. It's been
Train Nobles.
Train Nobles.
Train Nobles.
Train
and Game
Obels.
Foibles united.
And Game Foibles. It's been a minute. Holy crap! It's been
a
how
long
long?
time, bud.
I think like
It's been
a year.
very long time.
Yeah.
And man, like the last time, like we had you and Gilly in the same room, I think it was like when I was just streaming like Elden Ring or something, and we just Wayne fell asleep.
And then Wayne fell asleep. I think is what happened.
That was that and the Pac-Man one. Like those are really funny chats. So it's good to have you back, friend. It's very good to have you back. It's a long time friend of the show, fucking Trey Nobles.
Hey, good to be
best
here.
boy.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for asking me to come back on. It's
Of course,
I'm very excited
We
to
were
talk about what we're going to talk about.
We were desperate for more people. I'm sorry.
we have our
that's
music
fine.
pages with us.
Hey, I'm always a last resort, so it's cool. I'm always like I'm always second choice.
No, I was just talking with you, and then both Pup and Wayne were like, "Hey, remember, I can't be here this week," and I was like, "Trey, what are you doing tomorrow?"
It's like it's great.
Yeah, I'd be on the show.
Yeah, be on the fucking show. Yeah, exactly. It kind of sucks that Wayne and Pup couldn't be here either. Hopefully they're doing well, being dead.
I still have the tombstone we used in Marietta, just sitting inside my den.
That'd be good to use when we actually kill him. So anyway, like when I go, be the oldest member here. When I do go, boys, just give me a styrofoam, like a thing. Just put it behind somebody's garden or some shit. I don't need much.
A styrofoam thing.
What's it called? Gravestone? That's what it is.
I'll find the very first box turtle I can on my road, and I will go ahead and just plop the plot right there.
Just leave the turtle alone.
No, the turtle's fine. The turtle's not going anywhere. Just the dirt he happens to be on is where I'll put the grave.
Just in my memory, just stop for the turtles on the side of the road. Get them somewhere safe. That's all I ask. Anyway, before next week when I die, we actually have Sonic news, which is amazing.
We actually have Sonic news.
Not only do we
so we
Sonic
might as well
news, it's just good
just
Sonic
jump
news.
into it because everyone's been talking about it. That's right. There's Sonic references in the new Transformers movie. Can you even believe it?
Wow.
Oh, let's go.
Transformers movie just a week away.
No, the one that's out right now.
I can't believe it came so fast.
Yeah, Trey, are you having trouble talking with us in that jar? You went a little bit robot-y there.
Oh, sorry.
You're doing your best, bud.
It do be. Like,
I'm trying. It do be do like that.
But
hold on, give me just a second.
We do.
I was kind of surprised. Like they do have a pretty blatant Sonic reference throughout the movie, but it is based in the '90s, so obviously that's why they.
It would make sense,
did
right?
That. Yeah. I think it's okay if you're a big Transformers fan. I felt like it got like the corny vibes of the old 80s show in there, and I think a lot of fans been missing that. But I was there for Beast Wars, and it didn't have enough Beast Wars, so
that's fair.
That's all the news we got for today. You want to wrap it up?
Nothing else happened, so I mean, honestly, it's a nice 7.5-minute show. I got everything done.
I should have streamed Summer Games Fest yesterday.
You think you should have streamed Summer Games Fest?
I was not expecting a Sonic trailer. Also, there's some fun stuff in there, and I kind of did. You guys see any? I know Gilly did, but Trey and Suris, did either of you tune in to any of Summer Games Fest yesterday?
I did not. I saw the Sonic trailer when I saw that was a thing, but past that, I just didn't.
That's fair. So, Gilly, before we get into the Sonic thing, do you want to talk about, I think, the other thing that you were probably actually tuning in for?
What was I tuning in for?
I thought you were tuning in for Mortal Kombat.
Oh, yeah. You know what's funny is that I totally forgot because it was right in the beginning.
You forgot about Mortal Kombat 1?
Well, no, look, because it was already like that's a game that was already announced.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, like it totally just slipped my mind, but yes.
Did they basically just go over the story for like why Liu Kang is Raiden?
Sort of. Well, did you play 11?
I mean, like that's the story in 11, isn't it?
I played a little bit of 11, but I didn't get through the entire story.
So the end of 11, literally, that's it. Like 1 is a direct sequel to 11.
Oh, okay. So he just becomes Fire God.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the whole idea is that he sort of like it's a reboot because he reboots the universe.
But they did that in 9, didn't they?
No, well, so 9 was sort of 9 was like a reboot. This is like not 9 was a reboot, but like
this is an in-canon reboot.
This is like a different universe. Like this is everything's playing out differently. Like Sub-Zero and Scorpion are brothers now.
Okay, that's different.
Yeah. Obviously, like Liu Kang is now like in the place of Raiden. Like a bunch of stuff is different. All the kind of roles got switched around. And it's like alternate. It's literally the Kombat verse.
It's Mortal Kombat New 52. Yep. Got it.
Into the Kombat verse.
I keep thinking I've played through Injustice and some of the other Mortal Kombat games, but truth be told, I just kind of watched all the cutscenes from Injustice.
All cutscenes since Mortal Kombat 9, and like by extension Injustice, like those are the best cutscenes of like any video game, I think. Like because they're like full movies.
Yeah. No,
usually
100%.
I think they understand like a lot of folks are there for the actual characters, and like that's what it was for me back in the 90s, because I could not get behind the controls of Mortal Kombat when I was a kid, but I still, it's like colorful ninjas and shit. Like I was into the character designs, so I at least got into the movie and like the shitty prequel cartoon that everyone forgot about.
It's so cool because like it's so like ever since Mortal Kombat 9, this has been a thing, and like it's so unfighting game. Like it was something that was not a trope of fighting games. So like when they started doing it, it was like a cool like new thing.
Well, yeah, because for a while, a lot of fighting games did the whole like, there's a disease everybody has that makes them angry, and that is why they're fighting, and that was just like they kept doing that. Like I think what was in Mortal Kombat versus DC, it was like a rage virus or something. And then there was, in the Street Fighter versus whatever it was, there was another, like, some hot thing infects them and they become angry and fight each other. That's the plot.
Right.
It was just cool that they really went, like, that in depth. But, like, those cutscenes are not regular cutscenes. They're literally scenes of a movie. It's ridiculous.
I'm amazed that they managed to kind of just rekindle their own franchise in such a big way, when you consider, like, if we talk about rough transitions into 3D for any particular franchise, I would say they had a pretty rough time in the 4th generation of consoles with the Sub-Zero game and that Jax game. But,
For that, Mortal Kombat 4, like I used to play that in the arcade, but I never really liked it very much. Like I didn't like the roster, and also it just didn't look great. It didn't feel great.
Yeah. But like,
Yeah.
and then Deadly Alliance came back and like really revitalized it, and I would say they've been on a pretty strong path, even considering the closure of Midway and everything.
Yeah.
Like that branding has been strong enough that NetherRealms has been chugging along, and good for them. What I'm excited about, because I'm probably not going to play it, but like the only character I've ever like really been properly obsessed with is not going to surprise you. And I'm sorry for
Reptile?
being a predictable bitch. Yes.
Yeah.
So like, that was cool for me because in the '90s they made my color such a big deal. Like the Green Ranger, huh?
Dude, Reptile in Mortal Kombat 4. That pissed me the fuck off.
Oh, dude, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I hate that design so much. Like, so the first game, like he was the big secret character. So it was like that, and the Green Ranger, like, oh, the green guys are the special ones, and then like I attached to him there because I thought he was really cool, and I do like reptiles. And then the next game, he's a proper character. That's cool. And then they just evolved him more and more into just Spider-Man's the Lizard, and I've always hated those designs since then. So I'm hoping with the cameo characters or whatever they're called, because it looks like we got like original style. Is it Kato and Sonya so far?
Well, they had other costumes since 9. Like you could still be the old Reptile.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Because I actually do have a little reptile figure. It's like,
Yeah, no, I think it sounds like it's weird because it's so antithetical to what you think, like what you would think. Because obviously people want like original character designs, but like palette, like that old palette swap trope was like my favorite thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, again, like it rolled well into. I mean, for God's sakes, like we grew up with Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers.
Yeah.
We can be fine with multicolored ninjas. Like it's not that. It's fine. It's cool.
Like Ken and Ryu, like that's all that shit was like. That was sick too because it's like Ken and Ryu, like their movesets are similar, but they're not the same.
Yeah,
like I love that shit. And then when they made them like so like Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Reptile, fucking Rain,
Ermac,
like like Smoke, like, and even when you go into like the cyborg ninjas, like
the cyborgs are cool too.
Like the cool thing about them is like they all had like a thing in like obviously there's a bunch of different fighters in the roster, but there's like all these different versions of kind of a similar character kind of thing, and it was really cool that they were all connected in that way.
Yeah,
but then when they made them separate, it's like they lost so much personality by being their own characters.
It's weird how that works, but yeah, like I'm in complete agreement. I'm tired of pretending like that's. I understand how it's considered lazy, but I also like that stuff. I mean, for God's sakes, like in the Sonic universe, how many different kinds of like Sonics with different hairstyles do we have? Or like my marathon with all the different Sonic robots. I'm into that. It's cool. It's fine.
Dude, Mortal Kombat 9 had Cyborg Sub-Zero, which was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
And it's so cool when you think about that, like what the cyborgs are in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, since they're the captured ninjas.
Yeah, so it's like a what if scenario.
They're roboticized ninjas. Yeah.
If like Sub-Zero got,
I remember being
like that's so sick.
So like when I was a kid, I was a huge Mortal Kombat fan to the point where I actually did enjoy Sub-Zero on the N64. As bad of a game as that is,
it's so bad.
So a friend of mine, the only Mortal Kombat game I owned was Sub-Zero until like the GameCube and Wii era, but my friend owned the entirety of the original trilogy on SNES. So we would swap games all the time, and I would get his original trilogy stuff. He would get Sub-Zero and then like Banjo-Kazooie and other stuff that I had. And I just remember like having these long theory craft sessions just off of the blurbs at the end of the campaigns in Mortal Kombat 2 and 3. Of like, okay, are we gonna lose any of the ninjas to being roboticized? Like, is Shao Kahn coming back? Just a bunch of like little fandom stuff before we had internet forums for that kind of shit.
I think that'd be a fun, like, because we keep planning on doing like secondary shows. I would actually like to sit down with you two and actually kind of get into the meat and potatoes of Mortal Kombat lore. Because like I've never fully dived into it, but like every time I actually commit a bit, like I have a great time with it.
Dude,
I
love
it. A lot of fun.
It makes
so fuck me. I guess. No,
I was like, you were the one being quiet. Do you have anything to say about Mortal Kombat?
no. I did play through 11. I actually really enjoyed it a lot, and whenever I kind of expected this, considering I did play the story. It's like, okay, like this is prime for like a soft reboot, I guess you could say, which is like what they're doing. And I think the trailer looks really good. I'm excited, and just seems like kind of more of the same. But
I love the transition. I like the
yes,
the fighter to the screen transition, like facing off,
Yes.
talking shit, pulling back, and they're in the fighting arena. It's awesome.
I love that. I always love that.
Been fucking consistently good since 9.
Yes,
I'm really happy both Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat are still here and doing their own thing and doing it well. I think that's awesome.
And that's the thing. Like growing up, there was always like, were you a Street Fighter kid or were you a Mortal Kombat kid?
Right? Yeah. Or like, are you Mario or a Sonic kid? And like, end of the day, like a lot of folks are like, if I've got access to both, I'm probably going to enjoy both. So
yeah, just have fun. No need.
Yeah.
I always liked Mortal Kombat a lot more.
I like the characters a lot more, but I think growing up, I think I respect the gameplay design of Street Fighter 2 a little bit more. But I'm not a big fighting kid either way, you know.
It's kind of where I was. Like right. I always felt like Street Fighter was the game that I enjoyed playing against people, even just like doing the arcade mode. But Mortal Kombat was the game that I always enjoyed learning about. While I didn't care as much for the mechanics of Mortal Kombat, they felt more stiff to me by comparison. But the story and characters were always bigger for me.
Yeah. Well, a lot of, you know what's weird about, like, I think one of the reasons that I liked Mortal Kombat more, obviously, like, so I like the music more.
Oh, the music's great.
But how it feels like when you compare, say, like Street Fighter 2 to like Mortal Kombat 2 or 3, the feedback that you like feel and hear when you attack felt
crunchy.
better. Street Fighter 2 felt more soft.
Yeah, Street Fighter 2 felt more like you were trying to chain together actions. And so the characters not having like crunchy reactions to you made sense for that.
Yeah.
So no, I can understand that. I get that.
Yeah. All right, boys. Well, we do have to carry on because there are a few more trailers I wanted to talk about before we jump into Sonic proper here. So I'm just gonna quickly shoot off a couple things, see if anybody actually gives a damn about it. Does anybody care about Witcher Season 3?
Witcher Season 3. I haven't kept up.
Fair enough.
I watched
the last Witcher season.
We're heading into Season 3, like they showed that. And I love that Jeff Keighley was like so happy, like, hey, we're inviting everybody who's co-streaming with us, and then immediately shows what's going to get you blocked on YouTube and Twitch, which is going to be a Netflix trailer, all the same shit like it usually does.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch it. I don't know how excited I am for it because I loved Henry Cavill in the first 2 seasons. So we'll see. Though for me the weird thing is that I have never actually played any of the Witcher games. But I had an ex who really, really loved them, so she was the one that got me into watching the series. But I don't know. I'm going to watch the season and see how I like it.
Witcher 3 fun.
It's still Henry Cavill for now.
For now, this is the last season of him, and they're trying to split up that season as much as they can because they know it's going to bomb real hard when he leaves.
Yeah.
Now he's a perfect Geralt.
He is. But he's also a fucking huge fan of the series, so it makes sense. Like he knows what he's doing.
I'm really happy that he's actually working. Like it's fun to see a fan of this stuff actually getting to engage as hard as he is, like this in Warhammer. I think that's a precious thing.
Yeah, I agree.
But that aside, did you guys see the Twisted Metal sneak peek?
Oh, you mean BoJack Horseman?
Yeah, that was
It's literally if you watch it, in my head all I had was BoJack Horseman dressed up as Sweet Tooth.
That's so funny.
I liked when you were posting about that on Twitter, and somebody was just like, "That's because it's the same voice actor." I know.
Thank you.
Thank you for the. Thank you for that information.
It's just like I hated it. I hate it because like you're watching the dude who's playing Sweet Tooth just overact because he's got a mask on his face and he's not actually saying these lines. It just oh boy. And then they just start singing Cisco together, and I know they're trying to be funny, but like, what the fuck is this? Oh boy. I'm still gonna try and give it a watch because I do love Twisted Metal, but yikes.
Will Arnett needs work. They canceled BoJack.
Yeah.
I think he's yeah, probably. Oh boy. Yeah, outside of that, what else personally excited me? It's nice to finally see a little bit of Sandland. I know that got Akira Toriyama's art on it, but outside of that, I don't actually know what you do in terms of.
I'm hearing a lot of feedback.
Yeah.
Trey.
Okay.
Wait, who's is it? Me? Is it me? Hold on.
It's definitely you.
Is it me?
It's
okay,
you.
hold on. Is it me?
Yep.
Okay. One more time. Is it me? Okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Am I good now?
You're fine.
It's going to be more.
Fine?
It's going to be more. No, you're not. You need to work on yourself. But it's going to be more apparent as Nick and Gilly and me are talking if we hear ourselves in your feedback.
Okay, hold on. Let me do some noise trickery.
All right, and while you do that,
I think
we will continue the show.
Okay, I'm doing that. And
tech support city, let's go.
Let's go.
No, I'm not. What the fuck? All right, I think I should be good. Just let me know if it starts feedbacking again, and then I can try to fix.
Okay.
Like basically, just turn the noise suppression a little bit more intense if I need to.
It's all good. It's all good. All right. Something I'm personally excited about, and I might be the only one here that actually cares about this, but Lies of P got a demo. Played a little bit of it. It's the worst name I've ever heard for a video game.
The Lies of P.
No, not Rise of. It's Lies of P.
Oh,
Lies in P.
Lies in P.
Why would you lie in P?
It is a Souls-like Pinocchio game.
That's interesting.
Oh yeah, I remember now. I forgot that game. I forgot about that game. I want to play it.
The demo's out there. I had a pretty decent time with it. The art direction alone is going to take me through that entire game.
What is it for?
It's for, I mean, any of the consoles. I think it's for PlayStation and Xbox, and I think.
Wait, there's a demo?
Yeah.
I'm downloading that shit right now.
Yeah, dude. It's gorgeous.
And it's cross-plat, so I once again am gonna go another month without turning my PS5 on.
Jesus.
Dude, I turned that system on, played Miles Morales, and then never turned it on again.
That's fair. Well, speaking of, they also showed off a little bit more Spider-Man, and I think the big takeaway.
Dude, I don't believe it.
I was laughing so. You gotta
wait, are you talking about like why
it's called Spider-Man 2?
No, dude, you're not supposed to have an actual official person say that.
I saw that and like I remembered your tweet and like you already made the connection before I even saw it. I was laughing. I was driving, and while driving, screen recorded and then edited just so I could tweet it. You're like driving with your knees, like I gotta post this. I gotta make sure.
Let's be honest. In Gilly's city, he was just stuck in traffic.
I was driving in Jersey, so.
Oh, okay.
True. Fair.
I was moving.
Well, there you go.
There you go. But that dude, holy shit, man. For anyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about, I made a tweet that went like semi-viral a couple weeks ago when it got announced, and I said I made like a "Did you know gaming" joke, And I was just like, I don't remember verbatim, but I was like, did you know that the title of the game is Spider-Man 2 because it features 2 Spider-Mans instead of the usual one that fans have come to expect. And, and then yesterday, a guy fucking went on stage and he's like, yeah, it actually says 2 on the box because the game features 2 Spider-Men. And I'm like, you fucking kidding me?
They're not even gonna pay you for that one.
They took my shit post and they were like, yep.
Bro, they copied your whole bar for bar. That's really funny.
That's beautiful. I didn't like seeing Venom toes. I was really disappointed to see we're sticking with this stupid thing in designs. It's gross. I hate it. Really
Venom toes.
I don't like Venom toes, man. I'm tired of that being part of the design. Just ugh, it's disgusting. And apparently, it's not Eddie Brock either. So, who we banking on?
No, it's not.
Betting on? Is it? You think it's Harry Osborn?
Harry.
I think it might be Norman potentially.
Entire time it's just Flash.
I mean, like they're taking so
I
much from
wanna
the Ultimate Universe and like that stupid cartoon. Like Harry Osborn was Venom in there, so.
I want to say it's Harry just because of, well, spoilers for anyone in the chat, but, based on how the first Spider-Man game ended with the teaser, it seemed very...
He's already latched onto him, yeah.
Yeah. And it was to try to help Harry out because I think he was sick in that universe, and I think that's like the reasoning as to why he is bonded to the symbiote to like keep him alive. I want to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that they're trying so hard to keep it like a nice streamlined bare red background thing that they were doing with the first game. They're trying so hard, but it's like, yeah, but there's so much stuff. So we have Miles on there and also just like a bit of the symbiote on Spidey. Like, just put him in this.
I think it looks pretty clean. I think they could be afforded to go a little bit more with it if they want to, but I think it looks clean.
I was really planning on, just because I'm a big fan of the symbiote suit and Venom. I was fully expecting like, well, whatever the special edition is going to be, I'm going to pick it up, and then they showed it. Nah, I'm good. Like you get a nice, cool, big statue. It's $229, and you don't even get a disc. Like you have a download code.
Yes, the digital code, right? Yeah, that's pretty ass.
And then it's not like a season pass like the first game. It's you get like 10 costumes that nobody's ever going to use.
Yeah, the 10 costumes I saw were like ugly, and I was like, "What is this? Who is this for?" I don't like it.
Yeah, and I'm seeing a Lumix, and I'm right there with you. It's like it's either Harry or we got another Jason isn't in the Arkham Knight situation. I think it's Harry. I mean,
I think it is. Like it would be, in my opinion, considering
it'd be weird to introduce him. Yeah, it'd be weird to introduce the idea of Harry and then not do something with it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So
am I still okay? By the way,
You seem fine.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
You're fine.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you.
Last little thing I wanted to kind of touch on, if you guys care about it at all, they did, and I don't know why Jeff Keighley made this as big of a deal as it was, but we already knew Final Fantasy VII Earth was coming.
Yeah.
But it's like you're not going to expect the end of this. It was like, hey.
Yeah, I was a little confused why that was supposed to be the
big thing.
The big secret, like, what do you mean?
Like, I'm glad to see it, bud, but like,
yeah.
Is it because it's on 2 Blu-ray discs? Because yeah, that's a little weird.
Yeah, that's weird. Because you think like games usually download themselves now.
Yeah,
well, like if it's as big as it is, like I think it is a callback. First off, I think they fully understand.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But
then they should have been like, there's 4 discs.
But
if
Final Fantasy VII had 3 discs.
If it is genuinely 2 discs, then I'm really expecting to have a freed up hard drive. Then motherfuckers, if you're giving me 2 discs,
yeah.
I still need to play the first remake.
Dude,
I have it sitting on my PC. I need to play it.
It's super fun. I had a great
It
time.
is really good. It's a really good time.
Yeah, except for the parts where you like sidle through hallways.
Yeah, except for the parts that aren't fun.
Which is about 30% of the game.
Right.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong there.
That's fair.
Jesus Christ.
It's one of my lowest performing videos. My video on that game.
Oh, it's funny.
It's funny because that's one of the videos that I've actually like thrown at other friends to watch.
You know what? Like, the big thing is, like, me and somebody else were talking about this a while ago. That's like when it first came out, and it's funny because it's like there's so much that, like, I really like that game, but when you like think about it, like think about how you go through the game, so much of the game is like, okay, we need to go from point A to point B. But all that happens is you start going, and then something breaks or falls, or it's like scaffolding falls, or a bridge breaks. And
when
now
you have to go a different way.
Yeah, it's like so much of that game is that.
Yeah.
Yep.
It really is. And it looks like we're kind of going with like more of like a Final Fantasy 15 kind of situation. I kind of thought they might do that when they actually got out of Midgard, but that's kind of what I'm seeing here with the gameplay. It's like a little bit more open spaces, but also I don't know. I've not properly played through all of Final Fantasy 15, but that they do a great job of making that game seem bigger than it actually is. I mean, it's still big, but like, yeah, it makes sense they go with that particular format. But yeah, I'm into it. I'm excited. I kind of forgot that Final Fantasy 16 was as close as it was, though.
Right.
It's like, what, 2 weeks away, something like that?
I have no idea. I think so.
I don't have money for all these games.
I don't either.
So are you saying
I need to
there's?
start. I keep forgetting that I have GameFly.
You saying there's too many games?
I don't have money.
Dude, you got to get GameFly.
Oh, are you sponsored by GameFly?
No, I tried. They wouldn't sponsor me.
Really? Oh man, that's always annoying when it's like.
But no, GameFly's so sick because like, if you pay for GameFly for a year, it's literally around the price of like 2 new games a year.
Oh, perfect.
And you can just take out like, you can keep a game as long as you want. And as soon as you send it back, they send you your new one. And so like, if you have a lot of games that you want to play, but like you don't necessarily care about owning them, it's like the best thing. And also if you want to own them, like 9 times out of 10, like, so you can always keep the copy that you rent. And like 9 times out of 10, it's like drastically reduced price, especially by the time, like if you have it long enough, like if you have the game for a few months, they'll be like, do you want to buy it for like $20? And I'm like, well, yeah, I'll keep it.
Yeah, at this point. Yeah. That's a good idea. I'm trying to get, a lot of my ducks in a row nowadays, but like I can't wait to buy all these games within like, I don't know, probably next year. Probably next year. 2024 will be the year of games for me. So
it's
between like Game Pass and GameFly, like if you have those two things, you're pretty set for like most.
I got Game Pass, so I'm already set in that front. That's how I played like Hi-Fi Rush and stuff like that, which was super cool.
Like as much as we can all complain, and I certainly do, about game prices nowadays, especially when they have so much DLC and all this other stuff like attached to it, like it's really not hard to play video games.
No,
like,
it's certainly easier than
here. Like another thing, like Lazy Genius was also saying like GameStop has low prices, and they're not wrong. Like, yeah, you got like a lot of new games, but like, man, like there's just so many games on the last couple of generations, especially like PS4 and Xbox One. Like you could just take those and use it on your PS5 or your Series X. Like you have a massive plethora. Like I keep picking up new Xbox games. I've got my Xbox One in my bedroom and I've got my Series X in my game room. So like if me and my wife want to play a game together, like if she gets tired of sitting in the game room, be like, I should hang out in the bedroom. Like I just take, like I play Dredge in both rooms, and like with the cloud shit, like it's like, yeah, it's no problem. It's just super convenient. Like the Series X is here, but like I have a 10-year-old system in the other room that plays the same game just fine. I played that Lies of P demo on my fucking Xbox One. It's ridiculous. So I don't know.
Yeah,
it's almost like these new systems aren't.
No, you're right.
Oh God, we're losing Trey.
Uh-oh, robot Trey again.
Trey.
Dude, you good, buddy?
Nick.
Yeah.
This
Am I back? Am I back?
I think so.
I just booted up. I just booted up the Lies of P demo.
Mm-hmm.
It is twisting my fucking brain that they want me to select the language with the Y button. What the fuck is this?
Oh my god.
Really funny. So, should y'all just make me a robot skin next time whenever I'm on the show? That'll be
No,
good.
no, you get to keep the jar.
Just
You've
set your
earned it.
shit up better. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. It's fine.
Look, my
Can I-
predicament right now doesn't allow me to do that.
Are you
So,
are you in the audio trailer right now?
am I in the audio? What?
The audio trailer that you set up for yourself like years ago?
Oh no, I'm not. I'm in a different spot.
Why do you always derail this train whenever you show up, Trey? That was like your first,
Yeah,
your first ever.
train.
My first
numbers.
ever, my first ever appearance.
It was so good.
It was. I still rewatch it sometimes, like just because like it's a good memory. Like
It was a good time.
back
yeah.
at like because I wasn't really known, and it's still arguable. Still not, but like especially back then, and like everything just completely just got decimated. Like we started, and then Discord crashed. I remember that, and then like nothing was working because everything was attached to Discord. So Pup had to like MS Paint the set in like 5 minutes. Good
Oh,
memories, like genuinely. I
Good
hold
times.
those very close to my heart.
It was a good time. All
Good
right,
time.
guys. Well, I do think it's I think we've done enough of the foreplay here. Let's get into the meat and potatoes here. We do have some proper Sonic news. And we were really only going to talk a little bit about Origins or this and that and the other, but during the summer Gummer
The
Gummer
Sames, Gummer Sames, let's be really samey every year. But yeah, Sonic Superstars finally announced. Those rumors were true. We do have a new 2D Sonic game with 3D assets, so 2.5D, all that fun stuff. And it looks like they're actually going to utilize that space a bit better than they did with Sonic 4. How were you guys feeling about that? How do you guys
I
feel?
was very excited until I found out it was Sonic Team. We're
It's
gonna get the guys who don't know how to make games to make our game.
I'm still excited just because there's fewer things. I say that knowing that Sonic 4 exists, but there's fewer things to fuck up here than in a 3D game for Sonic Team. So I'm interested to see how this will turn out, and I'm excited to play the multiplayer for all of 20 minutes, realize I hate playing with my friends doing that, and then go back to playing single player.
I'll get into the multiplayer. I've got some thoughts about multiplayer myself, but I'd say that was a strong first trailer.
Yeah,
It was.
It was really colorful. I thought it was really well animated. The subtle changes to classic Sonic's design is really nice, I feel. And I mean, I definitely got some like interesting vibes. Like I got some very Pac-Man-y vibes with some of the shit there, some Wisp vibes with the
it was.
chaos
Yeah, the
powers.
like the voxel art, like
The Vox, I mean, that is all very like the ravey elements of Pac-Man. What's that new Pac-Man called? Like the really, really good one. A new God, it was 360 era.
the championship one.
Championship edition. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I
So-
agree. I thought it was very surprising, very welcomed. Fang is back, which is a blessing. I liked it a lot.
I gotta be honest, man. Like I didn't. I mean, I know like Ginger Bob. Like I knew he was gonna be excited, and I saw, oh my God, Fang's back. I'm like, yeah, he's shown up in like every classic thing since they've done this classic thing. I mean, I'm
I think
happy.
that's fair.
Like I didn't think it was like that big of a deal. I was excited to see because like when I play as your favorite characters, I'm like, are they gonna do it? And they went from blue, to orange to red. Then the pink girl showed up. I was like, okay, fuck yeah.
And we got to see
There you
Hammer.
go.
We got to see Hammer gameplay from her too,
Yes, which
which means she's
looks
not
pretty
just
fun.
a reskin.
Long overdue. I'm really excited about that.
And I saw like a comparison side by side of like whether or not the physics were actually like accurate or not, and they seemed like at least pretty close. So I'm very interested to get my hands on it. I hope it delivers.
Like if this is Sonic Team and we have proper slope physics in this, I'm sold. I'm completely sold. I'm gonna be so completely happy.
I told you guys yesterday what my biggest issue with like every modernized iteration of classic Sonic has been. And like I don't like how big everything is and how zoomed out the camera is.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't like it. It makes platforming not as much of an issue. Like it makes it like you don't have to be as precise because everything is huge.
You don't like the badniks that are also twice Sonic size for no reason.
Yeah, and there's like no. I feel like there's less. It's less personal. Like there's less. I feel less immersed into it because the camera's so far away. It's like kind of weird to explain, but like it's. I never liked it. They're like. The camera being zoomed in is like such a big deal to me, and everything is like scaled better for classic Sonic because the camera zoomed in.
Yeah. From
also Sonic 2 fans are eating.
Oh yeah,
eating real good.
Absolutely.
They're making a statement with that Emerald Hill Zone.
Yeah.
No, I know it's
not
I'm
Green
proud of
Hill
them.
again.
Yeah, and then it's basically like Hilltop Zone.
Yes, like the color scheme and everything. Yeah, you're right.
I did see people pointing out, like, yeah, I mean, this looks more like Green Hill. Like, yeah, okay, but like the checkered, you guys just have to get used to this. Like, this is just an iconic part of Sonic. Like, I'm very thankful that they're actually shaking it up a little bit.
They didn't make it look like Green Hill.
I saw some people complaining about it.
No, I know, but I'm saying it does not look like. It is not. It doesn't look any more like Green Hill than all like. You know how like all the earlier Sonic games had their kind of Green Hill.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I need. Yeah.
Which is fine. I want that. I don't want actual fucking Green Hill.
Yeah, like Seaside Hill in Sonic Heroes isn't an issue, even though it's got the checkered patterns.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
I apologize if I'm saying your screen name incorrectly, but Papuid. I don't know how you pronounce that. I'm gonna go check this out in just a second. They're saying someone did a side-by-side comparison, basically confirming it. Plus, the Taxman gave a thumbs up on Twitter, and friggin' Christian Whitehead approves of the physics.
Yeah.
I did see the physics thing where it showed the loop side by side.
The physics thing too.
Yeah. That's what I was mentioning earlier. I don't know if it came through. It might not have.
We were just
ignoring you. Like I know what you were talking about.
Okay.
But I didn't know Christian Whitehead gave a seal of approval.
I didn't know there was a seal of approval by the Mania team. Basically, that's comforting.
Yeah, that is. It really is. But I mean, like, I'm more positive than not from everything I saw. I'm really excited to get this in my hands. I really, really want to play this. I am concerned about multiplayer.
Yes, I mean it's only local.
It is. Yeah, we have seen that it's only. We have seen at least rumors that it's only local.
Right. Yeah. I mean, in terms of the, I mean, they could always change that. I don't know. Like that was such a major priority for the classic games, and I always thought that was weird. Learning that in my adult life about Sonic 2 was like, hey, 2-player was a high priority, and obviously, like looking back, like okay, that's the reason why Tails is there, but like, it's never worked. Not really. Nobody wants to be player 2.
I'm so here for classic Amy.
Oh, I am too.
The only iteration of Amy I've ever.
I love her modern design. I thought it was a great redesign. Like I really caught my eye when Adventure came out.
I hated it. I always hated it.
That's weird.
Yeah,
That's weird. I mean, different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, I've always preferred modern Amy to older Amy as well. So that's like, I mean, you like what you like.
Tried a little harder for me. Like when I,
it wasn't Minnie Mouse.
Well, she just always seemed like an afterthought in like everything she was in. Like even, I mean, especially here in the States when you had like a love interest in Sally and how well they established her and Sonic, like everything Western Sonic was like Sonic and Sally, right? And then Amy was just like this afterthought. You saw her twice in the game she appeared in, And then it was just Minnie Mouse style. And I was like, I mean, it's cute, but it's like not really anything special, whatever. But then Adventure came around to me.
Oh no, I think she looks like fucking Jane Jetson.
That's cool. I'm just giving my like what I saw as a kid. And then like when Adventure came out, I was like, oh, they went really hard, like more than anybody else. Cause like I know everyone's like talking about like green eyes and longer quills, but like man, like nobody got more of a change up than Amy did in terms of design. And I was into it because I was like, I like seeing like quills done in a different way. And and they kind of brought like the Sonic shoe idea over to Amy and put it into that sundress and her boots and everything. I just thought it was cool. I really like modern Amy's design.
Yeah.
But that said, like I've come to appreciate classic Amy a lot more over the years, especially since they've actually given her a voice in like the comics and stuff like that. And I'm really happy to see her playable again, like another chance to play her twice this year, 3 times, right? With the DLC.
Yeah, we have
the
Frontiers
DLC.
DLC.
Yep, that's correct.
So I will be. I'm happy. So here's the thing I'm mostly excited for. I'm mostly happy that it looks like we might be getting a bit of a return to what we used to have with Sonic for years, which was, hey, here's your big 3D game that everybody's either here for or not. Not everybody will be. And then also here's your side 2D game that is going to be faster to develop and we'll be able to crank out more of them. We used to get that a lot back with like Adventure and Heroes and all of that, and we had the Advanced Trilogy and Rivals and all that coming out.
Right.
We're getting the feedback again, I think, Trey. But we kind of lost that after a while. If you discount, because I know somebody's going to bring up, well, we had Forces and Mania at the same time. Don't. We had such a long gap without this. I'm happy to see it back.
I'm curious about Gilly and Trey too, like in terms of like Trey, I'm sure you've played like Sonic Advance and all that stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, how do you feel about like? I mean, do you guys think it's going to be just like Advance Amy, basically?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's
like, I think so. I want to say it like Advanced Amy was always kind of awkward to play as, though. I'll be honest.
We did see in the trailer that she can use her hammer while running, which is a huge departure from Advanced Amy.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, I hope we're able to like use the hammer like we did in Adventure. That would be kind of cool to like use it to like propel yourself forward and use that as like, you know, a momentum as like aspect, I guess.
Yeah. You have to build up your momentum and strike the hammer at a certain time, and you can kind of launch yourself in a certain way.
That would be great. I don't know if that's what's going to happen, but Advanced Amy was always kind of like awkward to control because like you didn't jump up into a ball. I think you just jumped straight up, just like normal.
And you jumped straight up, and then you had the hammer arc. Yeah, which
you could get used to that. That's fine. And I think if they keep it relatively the same, but just make it feel a little bit better, then I won't complain. I'm excited either way. I think from what we've seen, like everything looks very smooth and, you know, just overall fun, which is, you know, definitely needed in this franchise for sure. But
here's the thing. I definitely played her quite a bit in Advance, but I've not played Advance in a very long time. I remember liking it though. So
right.
I have to go back and actually.
I think the reason why I'm a little bit skeptical, well, it's because like I grew up with Advance 3 mostly, and then I got the other 2 games like later on in my life. So like Amy Advance 3, Advance 3 Amy is what I know most about, I guess, her moveset there, and that always changed depending on who your partner was too. So there's a little bit of like variation there. I never hated it. It just got a little bit, for me, like it just got a little bit more getting used to, I guess, because my stupid dumb 8-year-old brain didn't know how to like hit 2 buttons at the same time.
I think for the biggest thing with Advanced Amy for me was always staying airborne. She really wanted you to chain together hammer strikes so that you could keep on going. It's why like bosses were so easy for her.
Yeah.
It's
honestly, like, I don't know how they're gonna tackle it, but I'm excited. And there seems to be more added to her moveset too, just like you said, with the running and striking the hammer at the same time to like get through like barriers. Like that's cool. I like that shit. So
how about you, Gilly? Have any experience with Amy gameplay?
Yeah. I like it. I'm not really a fan of the advanced games,
Yeah.
but
fair.
No, I like Amy's, but I feel like it's probably going to be similar to like whatever they're going to do in Origins.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I think once
They're
we
gonna
get
try
our
to-
hands on Origins,
They're definitely going to
That's gonna
try
be
to
good.
one-to-one it as best they can, probably.
yeah, or at least like keep the moveset similar, but add new stuff for superstars. That way, the skill set can translate easier
Yeah.
from Origins to Superstar. I think it's smart. I think it's very smart, and I'm excited. So like, I think it's gonna be sick.
Did you know that Fang was at the end of the trailer too, though?
Hey, did you know Fang was actually at the beginning of the trailer too? Like that's crazy. Did you know?
I put a cute little thing, and I know it's like it's fairly.
Oh
obvious.
no, you
But I just like I was like, oh hey, look, he was there at the front the whole time. Didn't realize until I did my second watch through.
yeah.
And then somebody in the comments like he was also at the end of the.
That's really funny. No,
Oh,
you making a tweet on that, like that was fine. That was cute, and I thought it was, it's like, oh, look at this cheeky little bastard, like at the beginning.
Smacko Gilly, are you a fan of anything?
What? You anything?
Am I a fan of anything?
Look, we got Pup on to be the optimist, but we got Gilly on to be the realist.
God, that's a weird way to spell pessimist.
I'm excited for the new Sonic game.
I'm excited for it too. I think I'm actually a little bit more pessimistic concerning what we talked about in our group chat yesterday. Is that we kind of briefly mentioned this. I'm very concerned about multiplayer because the problem with Chaotix and Sonic 2, and I guess Sonic 3 too, because Tails is playable there, is like it's the screen priority. Like Sonic you have to have fast gameplay, and you can't slow it down like you can with Mario.
Yeah, that's the.
I get it, but like I know that you're concerned about that because of what Mario did, but like I feel like they accounted for this. Like I
hope so.
I would hope so.
Like I mean, like you had a good rebuttal because like I did mention Mario yesterday in our group chat. I'm like, yeah, it didn't work for Mario, and he's like, yeah, because you can interact with the other characters. Like that's a good point. And like if that's not a thing you have to worry about, sure, like that's not the same issue as Mario, but that is still the same long-standing challenge of screen priority. Like who do you focus on? And I guess in the modern day, you could just pull back the screen if someone gets too far ahead or something like that.
That's exactly what they do in New Super Mario Brothers. Like in Mario multiplayer, they just pull the screen back.
And that's what they're going to do I mean, you even saw that a little bit in the trailer. For me, like
in like the special stage, or maybe even one special stage. I don't know if they're doing multiple, but yeah, that looked like that's what they were doing too.
Yeah, like for me, like the biggest problem with multiplayer in Sonic is that Sonic is a very rhythmic, like all of them are very rhythmic games. They kind of like they thrive off of They thrive off of like replayability and like knowing the stages and stuff like that. So if you have someone who is experienced and someone who isn't, the other player is going to have a pretty bad time because they're always being left behind. Might be put into a bubble to like then drag you to the person that's up front or something like that. And it's going to be interesting to say the least. I hope the level design accounts for it, but we'll see.
Well, that's what I'm worried about because Kirby Star Allies, for instance, I mean that's designed with multiplayer in mind, but if you play that game by itself, it's pretty damn boring.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like I genuinely don't know. Like
I don't know if it's going to be the case of it being boring without people. I don't know. It's gonna.
I don't either. It looks really nice from what I've seen. Like I was really impressed with that trailer. So I don't know. Like I got my concerns, but I hope they're properly addressed. And usually when like I see a Sonic trailer that gets me excited, generally it turns out pretty okay. I've noticed that particular track record.
Yeah, like whenever you,
Yeah,
like,
so
I guess you have that
I'm
kind of
excited.
instinct.
Yeah,
Right.
I didn't expect to be too, because like we've heard the rumors for a very, very long time, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we were all under the impression that it might be Dimps behind this. And considering, I mean, there's a lot I like in Advance. I don't like that level design. I really don't like that level design, and I certainly don't like Sonic 4's situation.
Please don't say that.
But
Please don't say dimps.
but it's I don't know, like, and it was, I mean, it's still insane to me, like, you make Mania and then you don't follow up with Mania 2 with Evening Star or those other folks. Like, why? And then everything I hear about Sega is like, it was because Sega Japan's just kind of fucking arrogant. Like, they want to do it themselves and they don't want to rely on other things.
Yeah, that's cool. They should probably put their fucking money where their mouth is and make a good game then.
This is a make or break for me. This is like Frontiers is like, okay, this is more good than bad, but you still got a lot of work to do. And then I see this, and then it says like Sonic Team. I was like, wait a minute, like weren't your resources stretched super thin for Frontiers? So what happened there? Like, how did you get like a B team or a Sonic Team to work on this then? Because like they can put the Sonic Team logo on there and everything, but like I want to know who is making it. Like who is behind this? Who's directing this?
Yeah. Who's directing this is my biggest question, because I don't think it's Kishimoto at all.
Like who's got that time? Like Frontiers is a big thing, you know?
And it's still ongoing too. I think that's the biggest thing as well, is that they're still releasing like DLC for Frontiers. So it's not like they can like just like put all of the money now within this new project. I don't know. Maybe they hired more people.
Maybe the reason they were stretched thin is because they had a B team working on this.
Well, I mean, that's probably a big part of it too. Like, I mean, we treat Frontiers like it's this poor little like it's just made with like, you know, whatever they could scrounge out of the pocket.
It was made with duct tape.
Like I'm sure they had like a certain budget that they were allotted, but it's still the Sonic franchise, and I'm sure like this separate project had its own budget that was allotted to it as well. Like Sega's they're not hurting for cash right now, and the Sonic franchise is not hurting for cash. It's not Mario big, but it's making money. So
yeah, it's making enough. Well, not enough, but like more. It's making more.
It is making dollar bills of a variety.
It's making they're in the money making business, you know, so it makes sense.
I thought I don't know if I like the name Superstar. Like, here's the thing, like that name tells me we're getting more playable characters.
Right.
That's what I'm getting.
I mean,
from
didn't the trailer literally end with a nod to there being more characters?
Well, I don't know if I think he's just an enemy, right?
No, he's just one of the main antagonists, I want to say.
Well, we do. There's another thing in their press release, and we didn't see it yet. We're getting a brand new character designed by Naoto Oshima.
We are. Yep.
That's kind of rad.
That's really cool. I don't know how big of an involvement Naoto Oshima, like I don't know how big of an involvement he has. He might just be doing freelance work for it, but like that's really exciting. I mean, super happy.
I mean, as bad as Balan Wonderworld was, like that, the strong suit was the character design, thanks to him.
Yeah, the art direction and characters.
Everybody else failed him on that front, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what he comes up with. Like, I want to know what species this character is. I want to know what they can do. And I do wonder, like, if it's going to get a little redundant or useless when, like, we have, like, all the powers of the 4 main cast, but also we have Chaos Emerald powers, which I think is, like, it's a long overdue thing in terms of, like, each individual Chaos Emerald can let you do a thing. But... So I'm hearing a lot of clacking of video game stuff from Gilly, and I'm hearing a lot of robots from Trey.
Shit.
You having fun with your puppets?
I had to try the Pinocchio game.
Oh, for God's sakes.
Oh, the Life of P?
Yeah, but this guy's
or the Lie of P? The Lies of P. For some reason I mixed the Life of Pi with the Lies of P, so it was just the Life of P.
Stupid name mixed with another stupid name, that's why.
Yep.
Yeah. The Life of P.
What if it's a turtle character? I will lose my mind. If they finish that turtle character from Sonic 2, oh my god.
Yo, oh maybe. That would be sick.
Oh, I'd lose my mind. I would lose my mind. People
I'm
like
excited.
saying Tangle and stuff like that. It's a brand new character, brand new.
Yeah, brand new.
There's
not before seen.
nothing saying that we could not also get characters like Tangle and Whisper in here, though, on top of the new character.
Classic Tangle and Classic Whisper. That'd be interesting.
That would be it. Would be a move to get modern design characters, but give them classic designs with gameplay before they do any actual modern character gameplay with them.
That is the move of all time for sure.
It would be one of those. It'd be one of those things where like Sega would do it, and then everybody would go, "Oh, so this is the thing we're talking about for a few weeks."
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm getting kind of wild and crazy with some of the ideas in my head in terms of like superstars. Like, I think Mighty and Ray are definitely on the docket. I mean, like the 3D models exist. Like, if there's a Jax toy of it, the 3D model exists because that's what they do for the bases.
You mean even though you hate Ray?
I think Ray's fine. I prefer Ray being there than not, but it doesn't do anything for me specially. No,
it's hating Ray like hating Butters.
Oh my God, Gilly, are you being the pup this time?
If they made Ray into Butters, he'd be the best character in this.
Ray looks like Butters.
He looked like he would be Lulu.
But he's got the same. He's got the same color scheme too.
He does. Absolutely. Yep. Oh, that's good. I'm proud of everybody talking about the Shredder's Revenge DLC in the chat. Proud of you all. Yes, I'm very excited about it.
Yes.
But that's a separate conversation. We are in the thick of it with superstars. I'm gonna be greedy. Give me the Chaotix back. Like, if this is a proper multiplayer game and they pull it off, we need the redemption for all of it. I need Chaotix to have its redemption. Give me the rest of that crew.
Ooh. Wait. Oh man, the rest.
Yeah, Trey.
I agree with you, Trey.
Just have the ring.
I agree.
100%. 100%. Whatever the fuck those. Whatever the fuck those words are, I agree with them.
All I was saying, and let me say this before I go under. All right, before I'm sent to the poop dimension. But like, give me just a second. I was just saying, like, Chaotix, all the characters coming back, that would be sick. Also, having like a Chaotix mode would be kind of cool, like a Chaotix mode.
Wild. If they had that kind of confidence. I mean, didn't we see Sonic swinging from things in that trailer?
Yeah, we did in one of those like 3D special stage type things.
Yeah, they had the like, it was almost like the inner beam from Boom.
It kind of was.
That's what I thought about too. And of course, when I saw the inner beam, I was like, "Oh."
It's like, oh,
wow. No. Sonic. 30 minutes ago, the Sonic Twitter posted a lovely animated cover for Sonic Triple Trouble.
Oh,
it's really cool. That's really cool. Good job,
Also,
guys. I love that.
Someone in the chat said I was saying robot noises, referring to Metal Sonic being playable.
Trey Robot's Metal Sonic confirmed.
So, all right, that's another thing that I wanted to be selfish about. I thought for sure in Mania we were going to get Amy and Metal playable.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's long overdue to bring Metal back too. Long overdue.
Yes, bring Metal back. Yeah, bring Metal back in celebration of Sonic 3 movie, where he's obviously going to be in it.
Yeah, they definitely will have him in there.
Yeah, they'll definitely have him.
No, you're wrong. It's Sonic.exe.
You know what the best future is there, Trey? We both end up being right. That would be the best.
That would be great. Let's when the premiere happens, taking all.
I'll keep saying it. I like the redundant characters. I don't give a shit. Give it.
Yeah.
Give me all of it.
Give me all of it. Give me all this shit. No, I'm with you. Man.
Can we get a speedster fight that's not like
I've seen people in here saying like playable Metal Knuckles dolls. I don't need them playable. I would like a proper boss fight with Metal Knuckles though.
Ooh, that would be sick.
I mean, like, if we're doing superstars, like, let's do Team Metal. Let's properly do it. Why not?
Tails doll.
Just God, God, dude, I will lose my mind. I will lose my mind if Metal Knuckles shows up. So I guess I'm being a little bit of a hypocrite, right? Like I'm saying, oh, Naxpa here. It's fine. Who cares? Like we saw Metal Knuckles in the IDW comic. So
yeah.
But he's never been in a proper like 2D side-scrolling like a proper Sonic game. It's just been Sonic R and a skin in Minecraft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Gilly. Is there any Sonic character you'd like to see playable in this Superstar game?
Ray.
Oh my!
Anything else?
Imagine they put Shadow in.
I'd be in for it. Dude, I want a classic design Shadow. I don't give a shit. I don't care. Like I know he's designed around modern Sonic sensibilities, and I think he works best there. Fuck it. I'm in for it. I don't give a shit about canon. Just show me a cute little Shadow. I'm fine with that.
Oh man, that just goes into more like strictly fandom fan game territory when you bring classic Shadow in, just because that's how like
who cares?
Like, everyone's already made. I know.
Who cares? They all care. I know you all care.
Here's the thing.
I technically do too. I like the storylines and all that stuff. I'm not gonna let it stop me from having a good ass time. I like that.
No, that's fair.
I really want Mighty would be.
I think he's gonna show up. I think he will.
It wouldn't make any sense to have them playable in Mania and then go, here's a new 2D game and fuck them.
Yeah.
And fuck them.
Ew. Imagine Silver.
I would actually unironically love getting Silver.
Or what if they just went all like did like Blaze?
Just go
nuts with Blaze
it.
Would be great.
I want classic versions of all. I don't care. And you know what? Bring in modern Sonic too. Give them that ugly plastic design from Sonic 4. I don't give a shit. Make them fun. That's fine.
You know, bring in Mephiles. Bring in the Accordion Man. Bring in the Sonic Man.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do it just because I know everyone's waiting for me to do it. Bring in Sally.
Yep. Bring in Sally.
Yeah.
Bring in Rotor.
Yeah, bring in Rotor or whatever his other Rotor or whatever the fuck his name is.
Bring in
Boomer.
Boomer.
Oh my god. Oh, so good.
I want Antoine.
I want Antoine. Bunny.
It's interesting they're using Superstars because I immediately thought of that shitty iToy Sega Superstars game.
Oh, I thought like Sega Superstars Tennis whenever I saw
that too. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, let's get back in the tennis ring, boys.
Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing Superstars. Yeah, all that shit. So
oh god, that's good stuff.
Yeah, no.
I think it'd be easy enough to do at least like metal skins for the main characters. Give us a metal Amy. They had very briefly a metal Amy in late Archie Sonic, and her arms would turn into Pico hammers. It was really cool.
Oh, that'd be a cool gameplay mechanic too, like running while using those hammer arms. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, Webster in there with the Fleetway representation, short fuse. That'd be awesome. I'm about that life. Larry Link's playable.
Can we get just the fucking bomb from
Tommy Turtle, baby?
Let's get Heavy and Bomb from Chaotix in there.
Yeah,
I joked about it, but actually playing with the two of them getting Chaotix, that could make for some very good puzzle momentum fucking platforming if they did it right.
Nick.
They could.
No, Nick.
What
if the co-op was the rubber band system from Chaotix? If that was a mode, I wouldn't hate that.
That would be the most. I mean, like, as much as I say, like, Sonic Team has lost their way, that would be the most classic Sonic team to do, is just, like, force in the shit that clearly does not work in your franchise. They did that shit all the time in the classic games. Yep. Like, looking back at Chaotix, it was like, you guys are trying way too hard to make this 2-player thing work. It's not working. You need to stop.
Yeah, no. That's what I was saying. Like a tether ring mode. Yeah, it'd be great.
I mean, like when you play a game and like your first thought is, man, I would really like it if the main core new mechanic was not here.
Dude, you know how often, like, whenever I play Knuckles Chaotix, I spend a lot of that game just carrying the other character and pretending.
Yeah.
Pretending
Yeah,
that the
no,
mechanic
same.
isn't there.
And the punishment is like if you get hit without rings, you lose that. Then like, oh, suddenly I can move freely.
Yeah,
Ridiculous.
exactly.
I wish somebody would have modded that game by now to have it single.
I don't know how they haven't.
I don't know. I mean, like the level design kind of works against you. Like you need 2 players in some parts, but like even then, they didn't design the levels well enough. They just made it open enough that you could just bumblefuck around without too much issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate how much Knuckles Chaotix, like the actual game. I hate how much it costs now. Because like,
yeah, it's the only thing anyone wanted to buy the 32X for, and when that's like your star game, it shows you how bad of an idea the 32X was.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I think I remember buying it for like $20 like a couple years back, and now it's just like
I got in early.
Yeah, same.
I asked for that for a Christmas present, the 32X and Knuckles Chaotix. I was very lucky because I was that fixated on the Sonic franchise. Like I wanted to get the new thing, especially Knuckles. I was a huge fan of Knuckles when he first showed up, and like getting his own game I was like, yeah, I need to get this, please. I don't need any other birthday or Christmas presents. Can I please?
Back in like I think like 2014 or something, I got like an eBay lot of like a 32X and a 32X, a Genesis, and like a bunch of games.
Mm-hmm.
And it was because I was looking for a 32X and I was looking for Knuckles Chaotix, and I think I got the bundle with the 32X, and I think I got the Chaotix one separately. And the Chaotix, I think I only paid like $15 for it because it said it didn't work, and I got it and it worked.
Somebody just had terrible luck, and then you benefited from it.
Yeah, it said it.
Oh, that happens a lot.
Not functional, but it worked.
Yeah.
Hang on a second. Hold on.
What's up?
I just realized because you know how much your boy loves his Super Saiyans and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Does that mean that all of these new 3D models are going to have new super forms, or do you think they're just going to let them glow?
They might just let them glow.
Does that mean we're going to get like a proper? I mean, dude, like I keep saying it, like if there isn't a Super Amy in Origins, I am going to throw the biggest shit fit on YouTube, and I will do it again when this game comes out. Like, hey, all this is great. Sega hates women. Just throw it out there. Sega hates women.
I don't know. Female Saiyans can turn Super Saiyan, so
yeah.
It drives me crazy just how on the dick some of these fans get. Because like when they first said that Amy was playable, my first response was cool. We better have Super Amy, and I don't think that's a big ask. And then like people are like, I think you're asking for too much. Like literally, fucking Ray came back and has a super form. Shut the fuck up. What are you talking about?
Nick,
I think it should happen.
I just hate to tell you this, but you were arguing with Sonic fans on the internet.
I mean, yeah.
And like Yakuzu's right, like they're probably just going to have her glow, but like she's a hedgehog. Raise them quills. Give her that Fleetway look. That Fleetway look as a super form. Like what a wonderful callback that would be. That would look so good. I would do it.
And I'll
do it.
Would. I agree.
Man, I don't know who needs what more. I don't know if the world needs a Amy super form, or you need an Amy super form so that you can make a video on it.
I mean, let's be real.
Here's what I want. What I want more than anything is for the Amy super form to be DLC, specifically as a reaction to your bitch fit. That's the world I want to live in.
I will be split right down the middle. Like, first off, yay, she's here. Secondly, disgusting modern video game fucking greed and nickel and diming garbage. We need to talk about it. Like, just, I mean, and Banny, they even ripped off Toriyama's sexism. I do wonder if that might be a potentially cultural thing. I don't know. Like, it's just, like, looking back at the 90s and some of that shit, dude, it's like...
Female can turn Super Saiyan, though.
Yeah, I mean they do now.
Yeah, but Toriyama has.
I do really like. I don't remember their names from Super, but
Kefla and Kale, or no, Kale and
which one? Which one has the Aladdin pants?
Kefla is the fusion. It's cauliflower and Kale.
Whoever has the Super Saiyan pants when she goes Super Saiyan, that design, the proportions. I love it. I adore that look.
Well, that's the new. That's the like alternate unit.
That's the legendary Super Saiyan thing.
Well, no, I mean, he means how they're like kind of like lanky.
Yeah, I think they look really good. Yeah,
those are all those Sadala Super Saiyans from I forget which universe it is.
Universe 6.
But they're all built like that.
I know they're built like that, but I think like the Aladdin pants like really helps those proportions out with like that more slender frame they have. With like so like you got like a like heavy points at the bottom of the figure and then like more mass at the top.
Yeah, it's like
I love it. I just love it.
It's like Kid Buu.
Yeah, exactly. Like I've always loved like that's how I drew like the avatar you see on there. Like I know everyone says it's Ben 10. It was inspired by Sonic, Mega Man, and Dragon Ball Z. And like I would use my khaki pants and I would do like the the bigger like Mega Man shoes and then like the bigger pants, kind of like the Majin Buu. Because wasn't
that how original Broly's proportions were too? Like his just with the pants?
Yeah, I mean like they would slim it up with the shoes a bit, so I would replace it with like skater shoes. So it kind of had more of like a Mega Man look to it. So it's good. It's good shit. I'm into it. Anyway, give me.
Do you want Amy with poofy pants?
I want Amy with raised quills. Nick, rose gold.
Nick, I feel like we had to have talked about this. You know what Aladdin's been hiding, right?
Are you talking about like that weird Photoshop where they take off his pants and it's just
yes.
Like those are just his legs. That's just his lower portion.
My favorite part about
severe elephantitis.
My favorite part about that is the horrible grammar, because it just says it's not what Aladdin's been hiding, and it's not what's Aladdin been hiding. It's what Aladdin's been hiding.
The rumor come out.
The rumor come out.
Ironically enough, Sonic-ku, no, I did not like Jinko jeans. Like in real life, I thought that shit looked ridiculous. And I am a child of the 90s. Those were everywhere. They did stand out. That just wasn't.
Conversely, I liked Eminem big gray sweatpants, white t-shirt.
Well, there you go.
It's so funny. Uncut game.
What Aladdin's been hiding?
What Aladdin's been hiding? Uncut gang.
I miss my foreskin.
Cut gang versus uncut gang.
That's the spin-off podcast. There we go.
Cut gang versus uncut gang. Right.
Uncut gang.
Welcome to the
Sunset. It's Sunset City Uncut.
I mean, we did miss Summer Game. It drives me fucking crazy that Summer Games Fest is one of our most popular streams we have ever done last year. And then this year, nobody was available to do it yesterday. And a fucking Sonic trailer dropped when nobody expected it to drop.
Yep.
Man, stupid. It's
Welcome
fine.
to Sonic Podcast for the cut and uncut age. Uncut
age.
Sorry. No. Look, Pup isn't here. Someone's got to fill the void somehow.
That's all good. Does anybody have anything else they want to kind of share about Sonic Superstars from that initial trailer?
Honestly, I don't know.
I'm interested in what they're actually going to do in terms of a story. I doubt we're going to get anything major, because most of these classic, even like Mania, it was mostly like, hey, everybody's pantomiming their stuff for the story. So I'm interested to see like how they're going to go about doing a story for this. My hope is that they do the story with the animated scenes like they did in Origins, because it's the same style and everything for all this. Just because it means I'll get more of those animations.
That would be cool. That would be very cool. For me, I'm in the same boat, especially with how some of like the voxel art stages, that being a sort of cyberspace type deal that they're trying to pull off too. I don't know how that's going to. Yeah, it's just fucking Pac-Man.
I like it though. I like that aesthetic.
I like it, but it does like on Twitter, everyone's kind of making fun of like the retro aesthetic, like quote unquote, where it's like retro but not retro at all. And like I saw that and I was just like, oh man. Like
the voxel art. I mean, it's cute. Yeah. I mean, like selfishly, I wish they had tried to make it a little bit more like the original sprites, but in 3D. But because I don't know, it's a little bit too chunky, but I still think it was cute. I like it. I don't know how I feel about this shit with the jellyfish. Like I'm getting Sonic 4 Episode 2 vibes with like needless, distracting, stupid gimmicks that just take away from the core gameplay. And I'm wondering if that's how like they kind of keep everybody on the same screen.
Same screen for multiplayer. I think so too, because I couldn't imagine those gimmicks being used for any other purpose. Because like, I'll be honest, like it looks fun enough, but not fun to stand on its own.
And just going up waterfalls, how much more we got to take from Zelda? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, like yeah. I'm excited about the powers that we're gonna see from the emeralds. I wonder what else. I think there was only like maybe like 2 that were showcased, where it was like the waterfall one and the multi-sonic one attack at like the end. I don't know. I'm excited though.
People seemed really upset about those screen clearing attacks.
It just it doesn't feel very Sonic-y. Like yeah, it's weird.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, you got a point. I didn't see anyone. Then again, I try not to be on Twitter that much these days, so I didn't really see much of discourse around the screen nuke attacks, pretty much. But yeah,
what did drive me crazy, and I don't know if it's ironic or not, but I did see a lot of folks just kind of going like, "Yeah, this Superstar is better than Mania," and then I seen a lot of people like, "Oh hell yeah, absolutely." It's one trailer. What are you talking about?
Like. Sonic fans just don't know when to help themselves.
I think Sonic fans judge everything just by the art style and don't actually play the games. Is what I'm getting from.
Yeah. Sonic fans aren't fans of Sonic.
How do half of you children even play some of these games? Are you just emulating all the old games? You have a Wii sitting out there somewhere. I mean, Dolphin's easy enough to use. Never
mind. We also had Mega Collection growing up.
You growing? Yeah, all right. I'm sorry, but like you're all too old for Sonic already.
It's true.
I'm in my mid to late 30s now, and everyone's like, I'm already too old. I'm like, guess what, bitch? You're in your mid 20s. You're too old for Sonic.
We're all
too late for all of us. Too late for all of us.
We're all in the wrong. Every one of us are.
No, I was too old for Sonic when I was playing Sonic Adventure 2.
I was too. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, that was like the start of high school for me.
I don't think any of us are too old for Sonic. This is blasphemy.
I was like 6 or 7 when Adventure 2 came out. So I was still in that demographic. So
no, like that was like I was in the age group where I was like, I shouldn't be playing Sonic Adventure 2. I should be playing Tony Hawk 2. You know?
Which
like that's what everybody, everybody in my grade was playing was Tony Hawk and Madden.
I shouldn't be playing Sonic Adventure 2. I should be trying to talk to girls.
Right, exactly. And like if anyone was playing if anyone was playing games, it was Tony Hawk, Madden, or Halo. Like that's what was going on.
Yeah, same.
I remember having one single year of my life like that, and then everybody started playing Pokemon again, and we realized, fuck it, this is stupid.
Yeah, but you probably hung out at the Magic Table.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, nobody hung out at the Magic Table.
Yeah, no.
You fucking dork.
Yeah, I had a big group of friends that I still maintain to this day.
Yeah, and you know what? Like, legitimately, dude, like, good on you for like just staying true to what you love and everything. Because high school was just like, for me, just trying so hard to just fit in socially and like talk with girls, and that didn't work out great.
Nick,
yeah.
High school is such a serious thing. These problems matter.
No, I was thinking like you try so hard to get so far, but in the end,
It doesn't even matter. God damn it.
No, like
But,
just all that's left for high school for me is like I forget I have a Facebook account. And then every now and then I get added from somebody I haven't spoken to in over 15 years, and then they try to get me into a pyramid scheme. That's like once a
Oh,
year.
you get the hun bots.
It's butter shilling NFTs.
Yep.
Yeah. Basically,
Mine
I was
is
like, oh, you were a cute girl I didn't get to talk to, and well, I didn't get to. It was like we didn't talk ever. What do you want?
Right.
Like
now,
I got
now
to
you're a
say,
hun
like,
bot.
I was like, what do you? I don't know. Go
Yeah.
away.
For me,
go away.
it's always a toss up. I get that, or it's somebody who's like just recently discovered my channel and went, "Hey, I just realized that's you," and that conversation only goes one of two ways, and one of them's not too great.
Nobody ever actually talks to me. I think Facebook's mostly bots at this point.
Yeah, that's how it is. Also, like being sold Ray the Squirrel NFTs. It's not fun.
Amazing.
Being sold. Wait, there was a success there? Trey.
No.
Trey.
Look, I was low on money.
Did someone take your wallet and now all your apes are gone?
No. All of my all my images that were minted are now completely eradicated and didn't matter.
Apes gone.
Apes gone. But yeah.
Good Lord. All right, gentlemen, what do you say we get to the super chats?
Let's do it.
All right.
Go ahead and pull
I'll
that
kick
up real
things
quick.
off. You know what? Gilly, if you're fine kicking us off, we'll just go by what we have in our Discord server just in terms of order of operations from top to bottom.
Okay. Where are we?
I'm not as good as Pup with the burgers. Hang on.
I need a burger.
Burger.
How do you add? Oh, you have to click on. Oh, interesting.
Oh.
Do I have a burger? This is the only one I see in here. All right. That's
HD. It's HD. That's Burger HD.
Hang on. There we go. Oh, wow. It splashed a bunch of burgers for me just now.
It's like you're discovering video games for the very first time.
No, I sent the super reaction. You have one left.
Burger.
Use it right.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Sonic Fan 1661. I feel like I always get Sonic Fan 1661's super chats.
Well, thank you for that being an option for us.
Sonic Fan 1662. Thank you.
Thanks, Sonic.
That was perfect.
It's amazing that you can. Yeah, amazing you could translate that.
With $2, you should all palette swap your characters. I'm already a palette swap of. So
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. I mean, I did that when I did a comic book because, like, that's just what you did. I'm glad I got like that. I gotta do a story about myself and then like the Dark Mirror thing before I got to YouTube. Because good golly.
Before it was like a reviewer, like rite of passage.
You weren't a real video game reviewer if you didn't have a dark version of yourself.
Yeah, I got that shit out of my system from 2001 to 2004. So
you don't understand. It's your job. It's your destiny.
You have to play this game.
No. No.
I want to figure out a clever way to do that. Someday.
I swore I would never play this game.
Dude, no. Like look, I'm your palette swap because like the one that Wayne made for me years ago is technically
it is a palette swap of you.
I mean, like the palette swap, it'd be like I just have you on the show, I'd be like, oh, you're the evil version of me. I was like, and you'd be like, well, no, I just wanted to wish you good luck, man. I'm like, oh,
I'm the evil version, but I'm like.
It just turns out like we just South Park it like, oh no, I actually am the asshole. Okay,
yeah,
that's cool.
We can't have evil Nick from the future who made all kinds of mistakes, and we can just cut off our arms real quick to prove it's you.
No, like I'm just too old now. I'm just like, no, you already made your mistakes. Like you
gotta live with it now. Just go.
Like I've got a week left to live, and it's your fucking fault past me.
Just like,
oh my god,
yeah,
it's really funny. Who's next?
Nick.
That would be me. So Josiah Rosa, am I saying that right?
Roverosa.
Roverosa Ponderosa. You guys remember that steakhouse? Anyway,
What?
with $5, thank you so much. And Josiah, if I'm saying your name incorrectly, please let me know and I'll get that sorted out. Hi guys, I finally caught up with the series and I'm finally here to support y'all. Have a great day. Also, R.I.P. Pup.
Rip Pup.
No,
Rip up.
he doesn't deserve peace.
Rip.
Next one we have. Next one we
Rest
have
in peace.
here.
Rest in peace, man. Rest in
Jesus
peace.
Christ. Next one we have here is from our Paul Jamal. Thank you for the $5. Happy B Theory weekend, guys. Milk Bro forever. Hope you enjoy the new Sonic game trailer and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth trailer. Well, thank
Well, you know what, Jamal? I did enjoy both of them.
Yeah, I feel like Jamal's super chats are like AI generated at this point because like
He pops into my streams on Twitch and it's the exact same ones.
He supports my
Every single
my stupid
time.
streams too. Like Jamal, like you're a straight up king.
no,
dude. Thank
Jamal's a real one. Yeah,
Yeah.
Jamal's a real one. We love you. I think it's my turn. Daza S with €5, I think.
I think those are pounds. I think
Those are
pounds.
Those are yours.
Okay, I'm so
Okay,
sorry.
I can't keep a track. Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for the money.
Hey y'all. Yeah, thank you for the support. Hey y'all, I hope you are all well. What do you think about physical release of Sonic Origins Plus? Just being Sonic Origins and the Plus being a download code.
That was a thing we didn't talk about, but I just saw that super chat, so I wanted to wait till we got to this point.
Actually, they are pounds. Yeah, they're pounds.
It
Oh, they are
makes
pounds?
it makes
Anything from Pop? Oh my god.
it makes sense that they're doing it, and I don't like it.
Okay, so I'm a bit torn because like if they're gonna go with the physical release with Origins Plus, why wouldn't it be all on just the same disc?
Well, yeah, or all in the same cartridge. It's not like it takes up much memory, although like apparently it is like 7 or 8 gigabytes.
That just means that they are really bad at optimizing data. I grew up in a world where Resident Evil 2 could fit on 64 megabytes. I don't want to fucking hear it.
Well, yeah, I'm just like, how big's that Game Gear emulator?
Like, I think that just as storage mediums have gotten more just large and ubiquitous, game designers have just gone, we don't need to optimize this for that. We don't need to crunch anything down.
We don't need to save.
Bro,
Just
I
eat
have
all the data.
I have like every GameCube game on my GameCube. They could put Sonic Origins on a fucking cartridge.
Yeah, no.
They can.
I mean, I think it's clear it's not a case of practicality. I think this is it's just got to be some production bullshit that they don't want to bother with. Like that's the best I can get from it. Like it's just cheaper to go the more convoluted way. I would guarantee like the devs are just like whatever, what the fuck ever, who cares? You know, because something we noticed when we published over here. Well, here's what else doesn't make sense to me. Like me and Pup went to Walmart and we found Sonic Mania.
Yeah, Mania Plus is on a cartridge.
No, that's not what we saw. We saw Sonic Mania just on a shelf. Just the base game on a disc. Like when the fuck did that happen?
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I got that. So I actually got Sonic Mania on Switch on just a cartridge, not Plus, secondhand, because I wanted it for Switch. And I was actually kind of confused because I was like, when did we get a physical release of this? Like I don't remember.
So I think here's my theory off the top of my head, not understanding how this production actually works. My theory is like Mania Plus was a thing and it did sales or anything like that, but they did like a second round because they wanted a chance to make money off the back end in case of like if you get like a secondhand copy of Sonic Mania, then they can tease you with spending an extra $5. And I would assume maybe that's going to be the case eventually with Origins, because since it is going to be a separate thing that you have to put on your base game, I mean, might as well just put the base game on the disc and leave a code in the box. I don't know. It's dumb either way.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I mean, whatever. I think it's overall still kind of stupid.
It pisses me off because I want it for preservation.
Yeah. Same here. 100%.
Be on cartridge.
They are the classic games. Put them on one fucking thing. I don't want to rely on the internet to get everything I needed. That probably should have been in the original release to begin with. It's just dumb. It's so dumb. I still reached out to Sega and being like, "Hey, you guys gonna do like any download codes so I can review this in a proper time and probably thoroughly rip it apart a bit?"
It's like, hey, I know you don't know me, but
I know you don't like me.
send me this, please.
There was one.
Like,
there's one other.
I know
thing
you told me to never contact you again. But...
But look, the restraining order hasn't set in yet, so I just thought.
look,
Yeah, well, I got a little bit of time.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. There are a couple other things related to Origins that we didn't touch on. They revealed this accidentally yesterday. It was Pix in Love. I think that's what the thing is called.
Mm-hmm.
But they revealed that Origins Plus is also going to get like a special edition, and then they deleted the tweet.
Oh, okay.
And like I'm whining and complaining about all of this, but I will buy that.
yeah. No, I'm very bad at like staying to my word because like it's just like, man, I'm not going to support this bull. I'm not going to support this. But then it's like it comes down and it's like, you know what?
At the end of the day, like, the little kid in me is like my favorite video game ever. Now has a special collector's edition, things that didn't exist for me as a kid. Like,
no, I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, the Mania special edition was, it was a digital only thing, but like everything that it came with, I still have on display right now. I think it just looks amazing, like the Sonic on the Genesis and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
They killed it with that.
Yeah, I keep saying it, like, when Sega is proud of a product when they have a special edition for it. So maybe they actually care about Plus. I don't know.
Yep.
There's a lot of
Plus and Superstars.
It's a lot of surprises, dude. I'm sure it will, though. I'm sure that's been kind of hinted at. I'm genuinely surprised though. Like, as much as I complain or I'm concerned about this or that and the other, or like, why didn't we bring back Christian Whitehead or anything like that? Like, they brought back Naoto Oshima. They brought back Stealth.
Yeah.
I did not think they were going to bring back Stealth after the Twitter thing. Like, Trey, you and I talked about
after the Twitter thing, and half of me still thinks they probably shouldn't have, only because like that's just bad. It's just unprofessional in general,
practice.
but like.
It could be a contractual thing we don't know about. I don't know, but
yeah,
I mean that's. I think that's a good move to just keep people on who have been working on the project to finish it up. Because again, I don't like the modern gaming situation where not even old games are finished by the time they're released. That's insane to me. But the fact that Sega is going to the effort of doing this for Frontiers and for Mania, even if it is DLC. Like, they're putting enough in there. It's like, okay, we're justifying like this is going to be DLC. And then like Naoto Oshima's back on some level to bring something into a classic game. Like, that is more important to me than like Dim's doing it or something. Like, yeah, if Sonic Team's involved, they're bringing in like proper, like one of the people that made Sonic. That's awesome.
One of the original Sonic Team founders to come back and kind of like, I guess, reprise his part, or at least part of it, for Superstars. That's really cool. So I'm in agreement. I hope they fix the music though, in Origins. That was the other thing. Great.
Did you see that? So Pup dropped me another link yesterday, and he actually found a lot of stuff for us to talk about today. I'm thinking about it. He dropped a link of like people that did like proper research into the music files of Sonic Origins. And I only skimmed through the article. I need to properly research it. I'm using that for whenever I do a proper Origins Plus video to talk about it in greater detail. But like, it sounds like June only worked on the Supersonic track, and everything else was legitimately like prototype tracks, like even older prototype tracks than the prototype tracks we've heard before.
Wow.
Which is crazy.
That's insane to me, because like, I mean, music's tough, but it was 4 tracks. Why? Like, why? I don't want to get into this.
Just outsource it to pay somebody to do it. I don't
pay me to do it. I'll do it with the actual sound chip, and then you guys can just take it from there. Anyway, I'm sorry. I like
T-Lopes there for the fucking cutscene music. Like,
yeah. You got T-Lopes there. You got people. Regardless, you got people who know what to do with that. It's not hard. I'm getting started. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. People get sick of me talking about like the freedom fighters. I'm gonna include the Fleetway people in the characters in this too. Like Sega, sort your shit out.
No,
Just
for real.
get the rights sorted out.
I hope that, because I know Nick, me and you have kind of like talked about doing a video in relation to Origins together, and I wanted to talk about the music of Sonic 3 in particular and how like they really messed up and everything. And it's not hard. Like people can make YM2612, like the Yamaha YM2612 like chip, they can make tracks like that on their phone. Like there's programs that do it on your phone now, and it sounds perfectly fine. Again, that's not ideal, but still, like the technology's been out there for at least like half a century. Like, figure it out, man. This is ridiculous. Anyways, should we keep going?
Yeah, we probably should.
Nick, by the way, check the back rooms real quick.
All right.
There's a series of 2 tweets that are very funny. I think that's the only hidden reply is my favorite thing.
Jesus Christ.
That's really funny.
Oh boy. Oh man. All right. So let's carry on. Sorry to leave you all in the dark there, guys. All right, whose turn was it?
I went last. I was the one who went last. So it's Mr. SP next, and whoever, I think it's Gilly again.
It's Gilly's turn. Gilly. Yeah. Oh, I added a super reaction, and that's why I was punished. Okay, there you go.
Mr. SP with $6.09. Ha ha ha.
There's somebody in the middle of that getting all the fun. Good for them.
Anthony just texted me and said he offered you a spot.
I'm so confused. I'm so fucking. I'm gonna freak out.
Although I don't know, decide what you want to do, but you're coming.
You don't have a choice at this point. I'm sorry.
The real debate between Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter: which one had a better live-action '90s movie? Annihilation doesn't count.
Annihilation definitely counts.
I never watched the Street Fighter movie, so
the Mortal Kombat movie was better between the two.
Here's the thing: they're both corny garbage. I mean, Street Fighter's far more corny, and if you love it for that, never going to take that away from you. I'm too tied into my nostalgia with Mortal Kombat when it first came out, because as a little kid, you don't notice how stupid it's been, and I thought they went hard in terms of like just the world building and like the fights and the special effects. I thought it looked really cool as a kid. I really loved it.
Annihilation lost me when they fucking killed Johnny Cage immediately.
Because he didn't want to be in the fucking movie.
You know what? I was immediately out.
I was very upset. I was
extremely upset, and then Raiden wasn't the same Raiden.
Yep.
And ironically enough, like the new Raiden, like that actor, I ended up falling in love with after I watched The Warriors. Then me and my buddy just started making a whole bunch of jokes about his character. And he's also the dad in Dexter. Like he's a great actor on his own.
Oh wow,
that's cool. He wasn't Highlander. So Annihilation's garbage.
Yeah, Annihilation is bad, but there's a lot of parts of it that I think are dumb fun. Like I like the reptile fight in Annihilation, where all it is just 3 or 4 clones of reptile dancing around pretending they're Power Rangers henchmen. I couldn't never fucking fighting.
It's like there's nothing that's gonna top, because like it depends on where your favorite characters are, right? And like if you do Reptile right for me, in terms of those 2 movies, like that was gonna win for me. And while Reptile was a weird CG shit fest for the first part of the movie, like when he transformed into Reptile and then they did the voice like Reptile, I was like, yeah, no, man, this is amazing. This is so good.
My favorite. I'm a basic bitch. My favorite character is Sub-Zero. I'm gonna be honest. I love the first movie more, but I like how Sub-Zero is represented in the second movie better.
Well, we're talking Street Fighter versus Mortal Kombat right here. Like, where do you guys land between the two?
Mortal Kombat movie.
Mortal Kombat for me.
I mean, by default, Mortal Kombat.
Trey, have you seen either?
Oh, I have only seen the Street Fighter movie, so I haven't seen both.
Then you are a Bison fanatic by default.
I guess so. That's it.
Did you have a fun time with the Street Fighter movie?
I did. Again, like I watched it way later in life. Like I was watching it, I was drunk with some friends, and we were watching like corny '90s movies, like the Mario Brothers movie.
So for them, it was just
that one.
For them, it was one of the most significant times of their life. But for you, it was
like
Tuesday.
Being so far removed from that shit. Like, as a '90s kid, like I've told you guys, like multimedia, especially when America does it, always offended me to my core. I'm including Sonic the cartoons, like fucking offended me, even with the confusing chipmunk feelings. I wasn't happy because like none of this was the games. Same case with Street Fighter. It was like I didn't know Street Fighter that well, but I knew this movie was kind of shit even when I was a little kid. And like Mortal Kombat went like all in with like its stuff, and I was there for it. And they casted those guys so well, corny script aside. Like Liu Kang, Johnny Cage, Sonya's a little bit hit or miss. Shang Tsung, holy shit!
Oh yeah,
he's so good.
I
yeah, just amazing. Anyway, okay, so that was Gilly. My turn now was Sonic Fan 1661 $2. Come on, give him a chance, frowny face. I don't remember what that was in relation to.
I don't either.
Well, just give him a chance.
Then you'll find out, I guess. Probably. I guess that makes the next one mine.
Oh, Anthony just messaged. Gilly, did you just message?
What?
Did you just message Anthony?
No, he texted me.
Oh, he just texted me just now too. So.
Oh.
Okay. I guess I was a little bit confused about like the situation of the rooms.
Yeah,
He's
like
like, well, it could be crammed. And I was like, I mean, I didn't care last time. I slept. That's all I gave a shit about. That's what I use a hotel room for. So
again.
All right. I will figure it out. I'm doing a lot better than I was last month. We're doing good with videos. I'll put a couple more stupid things on eBay. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Nice.
Next one is from Sonic Fan 1661 again. I'm loving all the content we've gotten over the last 2 years for the franchise. It's been a fun ride, and I hope this momentum continues.
Hey, momentum.
This retweet. I know it was in like a conversation, but like I was just cracking up when someone said, "Can we say the M word again?"
Can we say the M word? Yeah. That's really funny.
And somebody in my replies didn't get the joke.
Fun.
And then they left out the vowel of the word, but left the rest of it in. Like, good job, guys. No. It was the word for little people.
Oh,
look,
okay.
who is Mentum, and why do we need more of it?
Hi, Dad.
No. Mentum is the last name. Mo is the first name. Get it right.
Mo's okay.
Trey.
Yes,
it's your turn.
It's my turn. With no one is tagging these with the
I know. Pup is really on top of actually, like as chaotic as he is, he's really on top of a lot of this stuff for the show.
So it's Mighty Invincible for $9.99. Thank you for that, by the way. So here's something to ponder. All the characters get new powers as they collect Chaos Emeralds. We have to assume everyone gets super forms and superstars too, right? Well, I think we already.
Yeah, we kind of touched on that.
We kind of touched on it.
Let me throw a curveball.
All right.
I do wonder because like Chaos Emeralds didn't originally give individual powers. I mean, we have seen through the series that they sometimes just randomly do bullshit like travel through time.
Yeah.
But I do wonder like if they're using this as a chance to retcon what emeralds can do. And I hope it's not solidifying only male hedgehogs get super forms, because of all the retcons that need to change, that is at the top of my list. Before whatever we name the planet, before if there's two worlds or not, any of that shit, they need to knock that shit off. And I understand some folks things that makes it less special. Kind of sexist. Get the fuck out of there. Give me super.
Kind of sexist. I agree. I think that Manday has always been really ridiculous, so I hope it's broken. And more super forms. They just look cool.
They look cool. Stop hiding from it.
Yeah.
Fucking make them. Anyway. Gilly's your turn. Burger.
Where's my burger?
It's
That's
there.
says-
dude.
Right there.
Sonic Fan 1661, $2. Let's all lie and pee.
My wife made a great joke when it's like I was downloading it. And it was like the world design. I was like, this is World's Fair shit. Like you're going to love the world design, and she did. And then she saw the title and just started laughing like a loon. I was like,
it's a bad
no,
title.
she was joking. Like, are you gonna like if you make a video, it's gonna be called like the urinalysis of lies and pee.
Oh, God.
If I get to make a video on it, that will be the name of the video. But yeah, it's my turn. Sonic Fan 1661 again. Thank you. Give me classic silver immediately. I already
Okay.
read it. I didn't need a burger.
I want it.
Oh,
I'm with you, Sonic Fan. 100%.
all right.
Next one is also from Sonic Fan 1661. Very generous today. For $2. Boomer, you mean Boomhauer. Can we actually get Rotor with a Boomhauer voice?
Awesome, that character gets too much shit. I have to make my Freedom Fighters video. I'm so tired of the hate those characters get. It's like, well, they don't have any powers or anything. That's what makes them special. That's what makes them cool. Fucking Rotor was such a chill guy, and yeah, all he did was engineering. That's all he needed to do. He was a great character for Sonic to work off. He's just the chill guy, and and Tails could just be the sweet little kid. He didn't have to be the genius.
Who could also help, right? But like,
they ended up tag teaming a lot of different projects over the course of the series,
which makes more sense. Like having Tails do everything mechanical wise is like
he's too smart. I'm gonna say he's too fucking smart.
Yeah,
he's too smart.
Yeah.
Why isn't I just build his own death egg?
Yeah, exactly. I think it's my turn. I want to say.
Yes, and you got Sonic Fan 1661 again.
Yep, once again. Thank you for being very generous. Sonic Fan 1661. 1661 once again with $5. My favorite Dragon Ball characters are definitely Cauliflower and Kale.
I mean, that's where they get those names from.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, half of the cast is named after underwear, so.
I mean, the Bree family
the
after
other half is vegetables. So.
Just the Saiyans are vegetables.
They're it's mostly vegetables and like kitchen puns.
Yeah, and it's cute, and I'm there for it. And they train at the turtle school, and that sold me. That's literally what made me watch the series. I'm sorry, everybody.
One of the new villains in the manga is Granola.
I love Granola. He's such a precious bean. He's killed so many people.
It's weird. Like, I'm not as deep into Dragon Ball. Like, that community is its own separate thing compared to Sonic. And like, I do wonder every now and then, like, if you could just enjoy things, right?
Yeah.
Like, I imagine people that enjoy Sonic stuff aren't as angry as they are on Twitter. And then I look at like Dragon Ball Twitter, and they're so offended by Super's existence. And like, I know it's different. No, it's not as good. I have a good fucking time though. So I don't care if there's not that many stakes because Jesus is hanging out the whole time.
I like GT too, except for the first arc.
First arc of GT is
bland, but then it's just more dumb fun.
First of all, the baby arc is good.
Yeah,
I found that like for me, GT Baby's the only arc I really enjoy. I don't like Shadow Dragons, and I don't like the Black Star arc.
Oh, I like the Shadow Dragons.
I gotta actually, full confession, I don't think I've actually watched the entire thing the whole way through.
Really?
I have the entire set on. I found it at Goodwill, like the entire set for like $5, and like all the discs are there. I just gotta sit down with it.
You could skip the first arc.
I gotta take all of it in. Like it's
really but the thing is like you might want to give up if you.
Like, I think that's why I stopped when they first started airing it.
It's
like
hard.
There was already trepidation because like while internet wasn't as big back then, they skipped a lot of it. But like even before that came out, like most everybody in high school that was watching the show like already knew like, yeah, but GT's kind of shit. Like everybody knew that before it actually even landed here in America.
I remember having a group of friends that they liked GT more than Z, because they liked the fights more. But I'm in that weird spot where like I like the story of GT for again like the baby arc. I kind of hate almost every fight in GT because most of it is just off-screen beam fights. Like a lot of it is off-screen beam fights and not a lot of actual martial arts stuff like Z had.
Yeah.
Right.
That original Japanese opening though fucking slaps. I don't give a shit anyone else says.
You don't want to
Super
take it to
good.
the Grand Tour?
Never. Not ever.
It's so
You
bad.
wanna go to
It's
the Grand
so
Tour?
bad. And they didn't learn their lesson, and then 4Kids did what they did to One Piece.
Okay, but in the One Piece community, a lot of them still really fucking love the One Piece opening from 4Kids.
Because they're idiot kids that grew up liking stupid shit. And I'm seeing now people saying the Transformers movies were good, actually. Shut up. Some stuff is just bad, and you like bad things. We all like bad things. It's not good. Stop it. Knock it off. Sonic and the Secret. Shut up, idiots.
Hey, I like Sonic and the Secret Rings.
Look, you can't see
If I see one more multi-hour breakdown of how Sonic 06 is good, actually, I'm going to lose my mind.
Oh no, same. I hate like
I'm so tired. It's not good. It's not good.
It's not good.
I love the rubber
Project
band.
06, but Project 06, that is what I want the game industry to do. Like, this was a bad game, but there's something here, and we're gonna do it better.
Yeah,
That's
because
the
there was
industry
fun. There was fun in there somewhere.
Yeah. And bless that fan base for saying, I loved it, could use some work. Let's work on that. That's amazing.
Absolutely.
About that life.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyway,
Heated today, boys. My goodness.
can't wait. Yeah, I can't wait to see the hour-long analysis on Secret Rings.
Oh,
and
dude,
Black-
like at this point, like people have kind of embraced me going like rambling lunatic with that stuff. Like I got where I did in YouTube because of my hyperfixation on hypersonic. So might as well just
keep
embrace
going.
the madness. Yeah, like I love doing this stuff.
Oh, for sure. And there's still, like, oddly enough, like, and this is the reason why I've been a big fan of yours for a while, is that even whenever you're going on ramblings, they're still focused. They're not just, you're not just saying random shit
It's not 1,000
over and
tangents.
over. Or yeah, you're not going, like, you're going on tangents, but it's not like, I don't know, you're not like reiterating yourself multiple times and shit like that and wasting people's time. I feel like a lot of people who do like long form content kind of like that, like tend to like waste people's time. I'm like, this could have been like a 30-minute video, but it's like 4 hours long, you know, but you don't do that. No, I appreciate that. Yeah, you gotta get that ad revenue. That's what it is. But I'm glad that Nick doesn't, you know, I like hearing him speak.
I too
That's pretty much all I'm saying.
glad that Nick doesn't get the ad revenue.
No, that's not what I'm saying. In fact, I'm upping my.
I need him.
Patreon.
I need him to be in Squalor.
I need him to suffer for his.
We
art,
gotta,
just like
we gotta keep him accessible. You can't.
yeah,
If I don't make a video for 2 weeks, it immediately becomes Squalor. YouTube, thank you. Oh my
oh
god.
man. Anyway,
I can't have real life just happen for a little bit.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
It's fucking ridiculous. It's whatever. If you like hearing me scream, you're gonna have a fun time with the next video because I gush like a gusher. You know
I
what
was
mean?
I was an idiot that let real life happen, and it's hurt.
like a real fun compilation on one of those websites. That's what I'm talking about. Speaking of Sonic fan 1661, who has spent that much money today, thank you, with another $2. The Uncut Gay Gang.
The Uncut Gay Gang, is that gonna be the spinoff?
That's the spin-off
title?
podcast.
Is that what it is?
Somewhere out
Okay.
there, if you listen very closely, you can hear a British accent saying,
I'm not
I'm
gay.
"Gay."
No guy.
Meanwhile, me and him are husbands, but we're not gay.
Absolutely. All right.
Who's next? I
Suris.
think it's
Let's see here. The next one is from Mike1911. I'm quite looking forward to Sonic Superstars. Thank you for the $4.99. And the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles DLC. And Sonic helped me through the shitstorm that was junior high school. Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I would go to my games, but I would say I was very ashamed of what I was playing because it's still very nerdy stuff. Like, there's a point, and this is just how the social hierarchy works with high school because kids are cruel. Yeah, depending on what circles you're trying to go around with, and I didn't have any friends. Like, you got to stop playing some video games when you get to a certain age. You got to stop watching them Ninja Turtles and
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it yeah.
Sometimes you got sometimes you got to pick up a skateboard, and then all your friends who played video games shunned you for it because you were too cool for them because you got on a skateboard and then you didn't have any friends.
Yeah,
I'm so fucking happy that my high school experience wasn't garbage.
What a very general observation, Gilly. I appreciate it.
Truly a lesson for us all.
That's so weird. It just feels like some people just, you're teenagers, like, we gotta hate for some reason. We gotta figure some reason out there.
I started skateboarding when I was 10, and my video game friends started shunning me. And then by the time I was like 11 or 12, they didn't want to hang out with me because I skated. And they were fucking nerds who just were fucking nerds.
Did you like grow up in a parallel universe?
It's crazy. It's fucking crazy.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I guess like the same thing whenever I started playing music.
I got to fucking grow up doing LAN parties. Why did your guys' childhoods fucking suck?
Bro, I got to experience LAN parties whenever I was little, because my dad used to be a youth pastor, and they would all like hang out sometimes and play like Quake 3 or something. So that was a cool thing to experience whenever I was like, like 6 or 7.
We would just cram like 15 people in my house and just have like 5 consoles set up over a bunch of TVs, and then there'd be like a table over there with everybody bringing their laptops so we could all do like Command and Conquer and Smash Bros, and a bunch of people would start like duo stuff on Gears of War. It was a fucking fun time.
Man, I think it's also because where I grew up too. I think that's part of it. Like,
I
grew up in Alabama, like no one did that shit.
I grew up in Florida. That's Alabama with tourists.
No, Florida doesn't count.
How? In what
Florida
world?
is not real, Suris. It is not real. I don't believe it.
Oh my god.
And you'd be surprised. Like I don't want to go off on too much of a tangent, but like over in the music scene in Alabama is so vastly different than like the music scene in Pensacola, for example, which is only like a 45-minute drive for me. But like the stark difference there is like so crazy. So I wouldn't doubt it if like that also just translated to like other interests as well. Like everyone just hunted and fished.
No,
like that was their free time.
Pensacola, we had like 4 different thriving card shops with each and every one of them having their own different culture. Like, you could be a nerd in Pensacola really easy. Pensacola gets fucking conventions too.
I don't doubt that.
Like,
you could be a nerd in Pensacola, but not in Mobile or Daphne.
Well, I know you couldn't in Mobile. My uncle lived in Mobile, and I remember going there and going, wow, there's nothing to fucking do here.
Exactly.
There's nothing here.
Why are you trying to argue with me on this? I grew up here. You're like, Trey,
you're right. You're right. Your life sucks, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay.
Take your W.
Guys, I think I gotta go soon.
All right, let's wrap this up, guys.
Yeah, let's wrap
we only have a couple of super chats left, and we've actually been going for a little bit, so about time to wrap this baby up. Whose turn is it?
I think
Trey.
I went last. No, I went last.
Did you?
Okay, so Gilly, it's your turn with Nami.
I'm censoring this one. I'm not doing it.
All right, we'll switch. We'll switch places.
Should I do it?
I'll take care of it. I'll take care of it. Nami the Neko with $2. Can't stay to watch, but I am lurking. Also, meow.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
You wouldn't meow for money?
No.
I would.
It's not enough. Sorry, it's not enough money.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so there's a threshold. There's a canon amount for Gilly the Kid meows.
I'm a pricey whore.
Look,
I mean, like, see, he at least explained himself better than you did, Suris. You understand, like, we made fun of you because you said canon.
Yeah. Because it's literally part of my channel's culture. It is entirely part of that.
So like what I'm hearing from Gilly is I will never meow, but $20 is $20.
Yeah,
is what I'm hearing.
except because everything gets split 5 ways, it has to be $100, so he gets $20.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
All right.
Sorry.
now is it me?
That's Gilly. It's your turn now, actually.
Nickel plated $4.99. What if the new character is the rabbit they originally picked before going for the hedgehog?
I actually thought about that too. That would be really cool if they.
Like they do an Oswald.
I was about to say, yeah. Just bring back. I mean,
Yeah, then we can have Epic Sonic, and it can suck.
we could have yet another rabbit character when they have another rabbit character they haven't used in a very long time. They could just bring in Cream as she is into the classic style games, and
They
it would
really
be just
could.
fine.
You wouldn't even miss a beat at all. Like
Oh, she's got color in her eyes.
Yeah. Oh, you just gotta make it black. That's it.
Yeah.
Who's next? I think it's Suris.
Yep, Suris.
All right. So from Sonic Fan 1661, thank you for the $2. So Nick gushes, eh?
For the right cannon price.
For the right
That
cannon.
he will be a cannon that will gush.
You damn right, baby.
Baby. Yeah.
Started the Patreon. Let's get that OnlyFans going.
Hey.
No comment. No comment there.
Okay.
I gotta go.
All right, last one.
See?
Last one. All right.
Last one.
All right,
Okay,
Trey.
so, Nate, how do you say this? Hold on.
Nate Sebies.
Nate
Sabes. Maybe.
Nate Sabies for $4.99. I'm so sorry if I butchered that. $4.99. Thank you so much. Was watching the stream during my dentist appointment. Couldn't miss on Sunset City. Also, very, very, very to see. Very to see Pup's husband. Very good to see. I'm assuming. Very good to see Pup's husband. Trey Foibles back on the show again. It's good to be back. It was more of a last minute thing, but I was very excited to be on. So I appreciate it.
Yes. It is the super chat cutoff. Guys, thank you so much. We really appreciate all of your support. Thank you for keeping our show up and running here. Thank you for hanging out with us. We do this every Friday morning. So if you're watching this live or after the fact, you want to hang out with us live, we do this every Friday morning on YouTube, 9 a.m. Pacific, 9:30 today. Sometimes we go a little later, 12 Eastern. And guys, what are you up to? Gilly, I know you got to get out of here. Do you want to kind of tease what you're working on? You want to talk about?
I'm just still working on the South Park one.
Can I say anything about it? Can I?
Or
I get to do a part in it. I'm very excited.
No, let's go.
All right.
Yeah.
Suris.
I'm going to be going to too many games. Outside of that, nothing really new is happening on my channel.
Fair enough. Trey, do you have anything you're kind of working on or want to share with anybody right now? Or?
Well, I definitely have a good bit more free time. So I actually am going to resume a lot of projects that I've already started on a good while ago. Going to do some more Sonic Rush related stuff. That'll be fun. As well as do a bigger project in relation to Jet Set Radio and Jet Set Radio Future. So I'm very excited about all of that being executed music-wise. So yeah, that's pretty much it at the moment. Other than that, just do more writing and, do more music. So.
Well, that is awesome.
You know what? You're awesome.
Yeah.
Glad you agree. Yeah, absolutely.
As for me, I have a new NekoSonic video that is going to be out for patrons. If not tonight, then tomorrow at the very, very latest. Because I have to get it done because sponsors, that's just how it goes sometimes. So I'm going to get that finished up so patrons will get that. And once it gets approved, just to make sure I said everything without, making the brand look sexist or whatever the case is for that stuff.
Yeah. Right.
But point is that'll be out early next week for everybody else. outside of that, yeah, I think we should try to do more fun like Minecraft streams on here, things of that nature. But yeah, and I'm also I kind of announced it on Twitter yesterday, but I think I'm gonna actually get that Sonic console video done too. I finally ordered the last of the 3 Brazilian consoles I wanted to get to kind of review. So yeah, I got all that coming up. It'll be a fun time.
All right, awesome. Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, thank you again for hanging out with us, and we will catch you next week with more garbage.
Sounds perfect.
Yeah. But
see y'all. Bye.